Colder temperatures during the winter months often lead to cold cranking issues. Typically, cold cranking issues are due to one of three factors: oil viscosity, the state of the starter main cables, or the health of the batteries. Unfortunately, sometimes these factors, especially oil viscosity, are overlooked or even ignored. Let's look at each one and what you can do. The first factor is oil viscosity. Switching to a lower viscosity oil during the winter season offers benefits like easier engine start, faster engine lubrication, and less energy consumption at engine start. The lower viscosity oil will flow better at a lower temperature. In this demonstration, all three oils were chilled to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. The lower viscosity oil reaches the end of the slide first. The flow of the oil has a direct impact on the amount of energy used to move the oil through the engine. This also directly impacts the cranking speed. This chart shows cranking speeds for a typical 15-liter engine with four 750 cca batteries at 0 degrees Fahrenheit, with decreasing oil viscosities. With the lower viscosity oil, a higher cranking speed was achieved. This translates into quicker starts and lower starter current draws. Keep in mind, the selection of oil viscosity should be in accordance with the OEM's guidelines. This chart shows typical viscosity ranges versus temperature. However, for the best results, consult the OEM for exact recommendations for a given engine application. The next factor that impacts reliable cold cranking is the state of the starter main cables. Ideally, before the winter months, check cables for loose connections and corrosion. Both can increase circuit resistance and lead to slower cranking speeds. As a general rule of thumb, for every 1-volt drop in the starter circuit, there will be a loss of approximately 28 RPM in cranking speed. This chart shows the effect of increasing circuit resistance on cold crank speed. Finally, batteries are the last factor to understand. Healthy batteries are important for reliable cold cranking. That's because batteries with a low state of charge will not only cause a loss of cranking speed, but also a loss of available cranking time based on the diminished reserve capacity. This chart shows the effect of a decreasing battery charge on cranking speed. If you have any questions, contact us at 1-800-372-0